The Leaf is finally available with the long range we've been asking for. Featuring a larger 62 kilowatt-hour battery pack and a 160 kilowatt motor, the new version of the Leaf is rated for 228 miles of range and has a bit more power. The Leaf was one of the first electric vehicles, and this new version will sell alongside the 150-mile version at dealerships later this year. An all-new 62 kilowatt-hour battery pack extends the range, while the 160 kilowatts motor increases horsepower to 204 and torque to 250 pounds-ft. This improves acceleration across the board, with the 50 to 75 miles per hour sprint being 13% quicker. A new infotainment screen with updated Nissan Connect software is larger at 8 inches and works like a tablet with touch scrolling and pinch to zoom functions. The system also works with your phone to provide door-to-door directions, navigating you in the car when necessary and then seamlessly handing off to your phone for walking directions. Nissan's SAE Level 2 semi-autonomous ADAS system, dubbed Pro Pilot Assist, comes on all versions of the long-range Leaf, and the e-pedal EV driving aid has been recalibrated for smooth operation with a more powerful car. Dennis Lavaut, Senior Vice President and Chairman of Nissan North America said, "The new Nissan Leaf E Plus offers all of the style, convenience, and electric vehicle benefits that have helped make Leaf the best-selling electric vehicle in the world, plus even more driving excitement, range, power and choice." Customers now have a selection of powertrains and models to best suit their driving needs. When Nissan launched the new Leaf, we knew from the get-go that there'd be a longer-range version coming at some point this year. While 150 miles of range is honestly enough for most people, folks who suffer from range anxiety were likely to wait for this version. The 226 miles of range is an improvement over the 150 of the base version, but still falls a bit short of the Chevrolet Bolt EV's 238 miles and the Hyundai Kona EV's 258 miles. Nissan's pricing is often competitive and, unlike Chevrolet, Nissan still has the full federal EV credit available for buyers. Final pricing has not yet been revealed.
Consumers doing their research when looking for a new crossover are looking for all-weather capability, a good urban commuter, fuel efficient, has enhanced active safety, and is recreation proposed. Where are they finding all this? In the newly redesigned 2019 Subaru Crosstrek. Subaru hit a home run with the Crosstrek small SUV. It's built in Japan and selling like crazy around the globe, especially in the US. Consumers are snatching up the new compact Crosstrek at a record clip, and it's the third hottest new car in America in 2018. It could be the best small all-wheel drive SUV in America. According to USA Today, Crosstrek is number 3 on the list, with the Jeep Compass, Tesla Model 3, Subaru Crosstrek, Honda Pilot, Toyota Tacoma, and Lincoln Navigator being the 6 hottest cars in America. Why are consumers attracted to the small SUV? Subaru completely remodeled the Crosstrek for 2018 and it's paying off big. Every model in Subaru's lineup posted a sales decline in 2018, except for the new Crosstrek, which saw a sales increase of 31.1% to 144,384 units in 2018. All other vehicles in the Subaru stable were down for the year. Forester achieved 171,613 sales. Outback and Legacy finished the year with sales of 178,854 and 40,109, down -5.3% and -19.5%, respectively. Impreza added 76,400 annual sales. On the performance side, This sport-tuned WRX and performance-tuned STI achieved annual sales of 28,730 while BRZ added 3,834 sales. The only other nameplate that contributed to the company's full-year sales increase was the Subaru Ascent, their new three-row SUV that hit dealerships for the first time in June. Crosstrek was one of the first Subaru models to get the new architecture that improves driving characteristics, increases interior room, and it makes the compact all-wheel drive vehicle safer than any Subaru model ever built. All future new generation Subaru models will get it. Crosstrek's new architecture improved rigidity in the frame, enhancing noise, vibration, and harshness, handling and safety. Subaru engineers increased the use of higher-strength steel to pull off the improvements. The Crosstrek also gets a new suspension with the rear stabilizer now attached directly to the body that reduces body roll by 50% over the outgoing model. This all translates to improved driving dynamics. Consumers doing their research when looking for a new crossover are responding in a big way to the newly redesigned 2019 Subaru Crosstrek. They get an all-wheel drive vehicle that's comfortable for the city commute, fuel-efficient, gets enhanced active safety, and is recreation purpose with a go-anywhere attitude. Subaru's second-generation Crosstrek is on fire in 2018 and is the third hottest new car in America.
When Nissan launched the second-generation Leaf at the end of 2017, despite being a significant improvement in almost every way compared to the original, it still came up slightly short in some respects. The problem is that it arrived around the same time as the Chevrolet Bolt and ahead of the Tesla Model 3. Those cars and others going on sale about now, significantly upped the ante for performance and range. At CES 2019, Nissan is debuting the Leaf Plus that pretty much addresses those concerns. The 2018 Leaf got a 50% bump in range from the 2017 to 150 miles. Compared to the 73 miles of driving range that was available back in December 2010 when the first examples were being delivered to American customers, that was a huge improvement, generally making the Leaf much more viable as a primary vehicle for many drivers. However, add in winter cold or summer heat and that could easily drop back to 100 miles or less. The Bolt offers a nominal 238 miles and the new Hyundai Kona EV goes all the way to 258 miles. In exchange, Nissan offered a better value proposition with a starting price before incentives of just $30,000. That variation remains available, but for those that really feel like they need some extra range, Nissan is now offering an option that pretty much matches the competition in the Leaf Plus. Visually, you won't notice much difference in the Plus version. Externally, there are some new blue accents in the front and rear fascia. Under the charged port door is a new E Plus logo plate. The blue theme continues to the interior with blue contrast stitching on the steering wheel, seats and instrument panel. The Plus also gets a larger 8-inch touchscreen replacing the former 7-inch unit. Hopefully, the new screen also addresses one of my only complaints about the 2018 version, the quality of the display. The old display was notably dim and lacking in contrast compared to many other current units. But the real news lies in the stuff you can't see, notably the motor and battery pack. The standard 40 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery has grown by half again to 62 kilowatt-hour. That's enough to add another 76 miles to the driving range, bringing the EPA estimated total to 226 miles. The battery continues to be supplied by AESC, Nissan's in-house battery division that is in the process of being sold to China's Infotainment Group. Like all prior iterations of the Leaf, it is still air-cooled, running contrary to the industry conventions. Also, contrary to some earlier speculation, Nissan hasn't switched to LG Chem as a cell supplier. A larger capacity and range means the Leaf Plus will need more electrons pumped in to achieve the full range. Thankfully, the DC fast charging capacity has also been boosted from 50 kilowatts to 70 kilowatts, with peak charging possible at up to 100 kilowatts. That should allow the larger battery to reach full charge in close to the same time as the 40 kilowatt-hour unit. The fast charging system retains the CHAdeMO standard. Since the battery is air-cooled, Nissan manages the charge rate in part based on the temperature. Fortunately for Leaf Plus drivers, Electrify America is including CHAdeMO connectors in all of the charging stations it is currently deploying. By the end of the summer, more than 500 stations across 40 states with chargers capable 150 to 350 kilowatts charging will be available. This will include stations within 140 miles on all of the major cross-country highway routes. Combined with the 226-mile range, this should finally the Leaf a viable long-distance road trip car. While the 110 kilowatts drive motor in the 2018 Leaf wasn't exactly a slug, it too lags behind the 150 kilowatts offered by Chevrolet and Hyundai. The Leaf Plus addresses that deficit as well, with a bump to 160 kilowatts and 250 pounds-ft of torque. Much of this improvement will be felt at higher speeds where the previous Leaf had a fall-off. With a claimed 13% improvement in 50 to 75 mph acceleration, the Leaf should have a much easier time merging into highway traffic. When you get to your destination, Nissan has tried to make life a bit easier as well. The new navigation system in the Leaf can be connected to your phone to provide door-to-door directions for walking and driving, so you can get where you need to be after parking the car. Nissan hasn't yet announced pricing or on-sale date for the upgraded Leaf Plus, but it seems likely to come in somewhere around the same magical $37,500 threshold as competitors. That gets customers down to $30,000 after the federal tax break, at least until Nissan hits the 200,000 cumulative sales that will trigger a phase-out of the tax credit. For those that like the Leaf and just wanted more range or a bit more performance, the Plus is likely to be just the ticket to meet your needs.